Alright, so for this video we're going to have a quick look at the different types of ways you can actually present the comparative analysis. So we're having a look at the PowerPoint again, the additional information PowerPoint, slide 6. So for this task it must be written, but you could present it as a comparative essay, a speech transcript, a report, or any other written form that allows you to demonstrate achievement. The form you select will influence how you organise your ideas and the conventions you will follow. So traditionally, most students will either do an essay or a report. I usually encourage students to do the report because you can actually use clear subheadings which identify the assessment criteria a little bit easier for SACE, and it means you've got a clear structure to your writing. A comparative essay can be a little bit daunting. 2,000 words is quite a substantial amount, so if you're feeling that you are not confident with writing an essay or a report, you can potentially present in another way. So, for example, you could do a script of conversations, debate, speeches, blogs, or there are some other options as well. Although, if you're pushing for that high grade band, I would recommend that you stick to either a comparative essay or a report, but if you are daunted by this task and you just want to get through it, then potentially one of those other options might be something that we can have a conversation about. If you're doing an essay or even for a report, I would recommend that you have a clear question to answer. So essentially you're writing your own essay question. For example, compare the ways Atwood in The Handmaid's Tale and Armstrong in Little Women influence the reader to identify with the cause of women. Or compare the ways one print or online news report and one TV current affairs program presents the same story. Or compare the effect of the narrative point of view in The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime and The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. We can have a look at these essay questions and just change in the different ideas, the different themes, the different texts, and the different authors. So you don't have to try to actually figure out how to write the best question. That's something that we can help you with. Some general sample essay questions are on this slide. I'll let you have a look through these in a little bit more detail, but I don't need to go through them with you in the video. For a speech transcript, you might adopt an imagined or real persona and consider the audience. The speech transcript may be designed to convince a book award organisation why one book should win and not the other, or why this journalist should win an award but not this one. It could be a more informal speech for your book club where you convince them to see the movie or a book. So there's options here on how you present. If you go down the report pathway, as I said, there's some subheadings that you can use. But once you decide the form of your writing, you need to check that with me. So I want to know if you're going to do an essay, a report, or if you're going to choose one of the other options so that we can make sure that your planning actually suits what you're doing. I'll end this video here. The next one we'll have a look at the assessment criteria in a little bit more detail so you can make sure that your question actually addresses what it needs to for this task.